Right, so I've done a run, a 1.5 mile run. No weightlifting today. Now I only do half an hour weightlifting. I'm not this big weightlifter that weightlifts all the time. But you will find on the carnivore diet, because there's a lot of protein, you do find that your muscles seem to get a bit bigger, a bit more poppy. So you get the impression that you're weightlifting. So we are now on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. We've just done a live stream on Defending Elvis, which is our other YouTube channel. Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. Hi Angie. And we discussed Dave Hebler, Red West, Sunny West, and we discussed the book, Elvis, What Happened. So if you want to talk about that, I mean, if you want to look that up later on, hi Denise, if you want to look up what we discussed on the walk to do with the book Elvis, What Happened, go over to Defending Elvis, you can watch that. Now today's discussion is my doctor's phone call I had this morning. So, hi Stacey, let's give you a couple of minutes for people to join. So this channel, I know I keep saying it, hi Pat. So we're on the second walk, we're back. I'm back. We're on the second part of the walk, so I do try and do 2 walks. I've just done a 1.5 mile run. This part of the walk is a bit windy and cold. Ooh. Oh well, my head's gonna look a state. Alright. It's quite noisy. This stretch of the walk is quite noisy. Let me get past the noisy bit. So we're going to discuss my letter. Now I know you guys have heard it all before, yeah? The keto diet, the carnivore diet, Ketovore. Now just so in case you don't know, carnivore is mainly fatty meat and eggs. You stop eating sugar and carbs. Keto is half and half, so half a plate of meat and eggs, half a plate of salad, bit of fruit, bit of nuts. Ketovore, I would say, is 90% fatty meat and 10% low carbs. Yeah? Bit of nuts. Now I am carnivore at the moment. Now I got a feeling, now I've been on a diet. So my diet, when I started it, I was 11 stone, 8 3/4. I know I lost a pound yesterday. I was 8 stone, 7.5. So when I get back from this walk, don't forget I've done a run, I've done 2 walks, I've had no dinner. I've had nothing to eat since yesterday at 7 o'clock. The last time I ate was yesterday, 7 p.m. So work it out, guys. If it's nearly 2 now, is it? Work it out. So that means I haven't eaten. Let's work it out. I'm so bad at maths. Stacey, I had dinner yesterday at 7 p.m. Right now it's 2 p.m. How long have I not eaten for? Let me try and do it. I can't do maths, guys. So 7 plus 5 plus 12, 17 hours. Stacey, I'm sure it's 17. Let me just work it out again. So 10, 3, 4, 5 plus 12. I'm sure it's 17 hours. I'm sure it is. I could be wrong. All I ate yesterday was, 17 hours. I thought so. Carolyn, I missed that. Say it again, Carolyn, I missed your comment. So I haven't eaten for 17 hours. It's funny because now I'm doing 24-hour fasting, so only eating once a day. I've been sleeping better. My sleeping isn't too bad, but the last couple of nights, my sleeping has improved. So this is my 3rd day of doing only eating once a day. I've had a tea, I've had a coffee. I've only had one coffee and one tea so far. I will have another coffee when I get back. Yeah, Debbie, your sleeping's better. You ate 6 eggs and a small piece of cheese. That's fine, isn't it? I can do it for 19 hours. 19 hours, Denise, is very good. People don't realize a lot of the fasting is done when you're asleep. People don't realize it. People, like, when you say to people, oh yeah, you know, I fasted for 16 hours, they're like, oh no, how do you do that? How do you fast for 16 hours? And I'm like, they think it's some kind of magic. And I'm like, well, half of it I was asleep. So really, you're only fasting for 8 hours. Because, do you agree with that, Denise? Everyone thinks fasting is like this miracle. But actually, half of it, you're asleep. I feel like I'm cheating. Honestly, I feel when I say to people I fast 16 to 18 hours, and they're really impressed, I feel like I'm lying to them, because I'm like, well, hang on a minute, I was asleep most of it. Wasn't even hard. So fasting is very impressive to people that don't do it. You can lose weight when you're asleep. Yeah, definitely, Denise. Da, 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 da. So anyway, I was going to say something, guys. So it's like, do you know what? When you... so I'm not hungry most of the time. Yeah, me neither, Carolyn. I'm pretty good. I haven't been hungry today. I wasn't hungry yesterday. When I got Carolyn, when I got to around 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. British time, obviously, I was a little bit hungry, a little bit. So not overly, but I stuck it out till 6, and then I had a bit of steak. Do you know what? I had a piece of steak and I had 1 egg, and I didn't feel hungry. But then I had, yeah, but that's because Carolyn, that's your apples that are doing that. Your apples are stopping you losing weight. Apples, yeah. Right. Sorry, I'm just joking. Don't forget, apples will take you out of ketosis. Did you know that, Carolyn? Apples will take you out of ketosis. My God, the wind! My hair looks crazy. What am I going to do? I'm going to walk backwards. Or maybe at an angle. Yeah, I'll walk like this. Bloody wind's making me look like I got a wig on. It's making me look like I got a wig on, guys. Anyway. Right, let me get back to topic. So, isn't it... I'm going to put this out to you people that are on carnivore or on keto or on ketovore. Have you noticed that when you tell people that you're doing carnivore or keto, yeah, they're like, oh my God, how can you not eat carbs? Oh my God, how can you not eat carbs? I need carbs. You must have carbs for energy. People are like amazed. Do any of you agree with that? Ugh, my friend bought me a latte and we shared chips. Well, I'm not good on potatoes. Potatoes definitely don't agree with me. Don't tell anyone because I don't want to. Yeah, Angie, you always get a backlash, don't you? Yeah, Debbie, don't bother. Debbie, don't bother, because as soon as you tell people, they say to you, oh my God, you're gonna die. Oh my God, cholesterol's gonna kill you. So, and then the other big reaction I get is this. When I say to people, yeah, well done, Carolyn. When I say to people, I don't eat breakfast, they're like, you don't eat breakfast? Why not? It's the most important meal of the day. Yeah, you don't want to hear the negative stuff, Debbie. Seriously, do any of you get that? Oh, I don't eat breakfast. What? You don't eat breakfast? I can't believe that. It's the most important meal of the day. How do you have any energy? It makes me laugh, because I got more energy than all of them. All the people that... Yeah, you don't need breakfast, guys. But the whole world thinks that you do. Your body does not want to be fed every hour. Whew. Yeah, that's true, Stacey. Oh my God, the wind has picked up. It's absolutely freezing. Right, I need to tell you about my doctor's phone call. Do you want to hear about my doctor's phone call? Oh my God. So today, at the end of my live stream, the doctor phoned me. You know, one of those callbacks. Oh my God, this is cold. This is cold, guys. There is a warm bit, but it's round the corner. Right, so the doctor phoned me. I knew that he was going to phone me today, because they told me, yeah? Now remember, I've had... Oh, I'm going to do it with my jacket, it's too cold. 1 second, guys. It's too cold, I'm going to do it with my jacket. It's freezing! Ugh. Right, I've done my jacket up, that might help a little bit. Oh my God, what it is, even though it's sunny, there is a bitterly cold wind. I could run, that'll warm me up, I'm not gonna, it's messed my hair, look at my hair! Messed my hair up. Oh well, maybe up here my hair will look better. There's the dogs. There you are, Ella and Princess doing their little walk. Right, my doctor's phone call. Oh my God. Right, okay, let's get on with the phone call. Now I knew about this phone call because I had a doctor's letter about 3 weeks ago that I read out on YouTube saying that I was all good. So then I had So Sean, you don't tell people you're a Viking. Sean, do you do these like Viking reenactments? Anyway, as I was saying, I had 3 CT scans. I had an MRI on my spine. I had all my blood's done. Obviously, my blood pressures. I've literally had everything checked. My brain, my spine, my body, you name it, they checked it, yeah? I was very paranoid and I wanted everything checked because so many people told me that I was gonna die from cholesterol overdose from a heart attack. The amount of people that when I told my friends and family that I was carnivore, keto diet, they all were very worried about me. They all thought I was gonna die. When I told them I was fasting, they all thought I was crazy. Even I was worried. When I had all these people saying to me, oh, you know, you gotta be careful with cholesterol. Careful with meat, you know, eating too much meat will kill you. Eating too many eggs will kill you. Too much butter is bad for you. So when I had all these people saying to me, you're gonna die, it made me very paranoid. Yeah, Carolyn, we know. So I went to the doctor, I had everything checked. My doctor's note came back. I had my heart was thoroughly checked. My doctor's note came back saying everything was good, but I needed a follow-up phone call. So my follow-up phone call, yeah, you're right, Pat, because I actually disagreed with the doctor today on the phone. So the follow-up phone call, the doctor phones me up, says, hi Mr. McCreadys. Well, Sean, it's bloody freezing here in the UK. So the doctor phones me up and says, hi Mr. McCreadys, I just want you to know that all of your statistics are correct and you won't need to come back. You can just do a once a year blood test to check for diabetes. Don't forget, I'm 57. So in England, they check you after you're 50. They check you once a year for diabetes, yeah? So she basically said to me, your blood pressure is good, your blood sugars are good, your MRIs, because I had two MRIs. I had one on my, no, actually I had three. I had three MRIs, one on the brain, one on my neck, and one on my spine. They all came back good. She said, there's no need for you to come back. So I said to her, do you know that I'm carnivore, I'm keto? She went, no, and I went, can I tell you my history? Why I went to, what? Because I was getting dizzy. She said to me, oh, you complained of dizzy spells. And I went, yeah, I did have dizzy spells, but I didn't just have dizzy spells. I said to the doctor, I had ulcerative colitis for over 10 years. I was on steroids, prednisolone. I said I had very, very serious dizzy spells. I was worried I was going to have a heart attack. I said I had pre-diabetes, and I said my energy levels were very weak. I goes, do you know that I've lost nearly 2 stone on this diet, this carnivore diet, this keto diet? So do you know what she said to me? You're going to laugh, Carolyn, you're like this. She said to me, oh, you better get your cholesterol levels checked. Guys, seriously. She said, you better get your cholesterol levels checked. So Carolyn, this is for Carolyn. So I've just told my doctor, this is only an hour ago. Carolyn, you're gonna laugh. I just told my doctor that I'm cured of pre-diabetes. I'm cured, my blood pressure has dropped. My blood sugars have gone back to normal. I'm cured of ulcerative colitis. My energy levels are the best they've ever been. I feel like I'm 20 years old. And what does the doctor say to me? You better get your cholesterol levels checked. So I said to her, I said to the doctor, you do know that my cholesterol levels will be high, yeah? Now this is the truth, Pat. I goes, you do know that my cholesterol levels will be higher than normal because I'm a carnivore. I'm on carnivore diet, I'm on keto diet. I goes, cholesterol you eat is not bad for you. She obviously did not agree, yeah? So I just said to her, look, all I can say is this. You've just told me that I don't have to go back to the doctors again. I only have to go once a year for a diabetic check. You know that I'm not pre-diabetic anymore. You know that I'm cured from ulcerative colitis. I said, you know I've lost weight. I've lost nearly 2 stone. I goes, and you know I don't get dizzy spells. And I've just explained to you why I think that cholesterol is not bad for you. Cholesterol that you eat is not bad for you. That was it. That's how the phone call ended. She went, oh, I'm really pleased to know you're doing so well, Mr. McCreadys. I'm really pleased that you don't have problems anymore with dizzy spells and ulcerative colitis and that your energy levels are high. I'm like, yes, but the reason I'm well is because I've changed what I eat. Because I stopped the sugar, I stopped the carbs, I stopped the pasta, the potato, I stopped the chocolate cakes, the donuts. I literally stopped everything. I started eating fatty meat and eggs, which have cholesterol, salt water. I was fasting. I was doing a 24-hour fast for the first 3 weeks. Then I went to a 16-hour fast after 3 weeks. That's it. So this is how I'm ending the chat. Now, when you watch Dr. Ken Berry, right? I don't know if many of you watch him. Can I ask you, do many of you watch Dr. Ken Berry? There's 11 of you watching. How many of you watch Dr. Ken Berry? Oh, it's warmed up here. It's not too bad here. Yeah, Angie does, right? He will always tell you, and I know it sounds rude, but he will always say, most of the doctors now are idiots. He will say it again and again. He says, because he's obviously a doctor. Yeah, I love Anthony Chaffee. He's amazing. Dr. Anthony Chaffee is amazing. I love him, he's one of my favourite. But Dr. Ken Berry will always say, I apologise on behalf of all doctors around the world. I apologise that they are making millions of people sick with wrong advice. I repeat, Dr. Ken Berry, who is a doctor, apologises for all the doctors around the world who are making their patients sick, who are prescribing poisonous medications like Ozempic, metformin, statins. All of these things cause damage, yeah? He apologises on behalf of all the doctors around the world because he knows that these doctors have been making people sick for 40 years, more, 50 years. Now, I've heard that doctors actually get a commission on the medicines they prescribe, which is just horrific. Now, remember, a doctor told me that I was going to be unwell for the rest of my life, I was going to get part of my colon removed, and that I would be on steroids till the day I die, and I may even end up with a colostomy bag. A doctor said this to me 10 years ago, and I ignored him. I just put up with the side effects. I just put up with the flare-ups. Yes, I did take the steroids, but I tell you what, I never went back to that doctor again. My point is, guys, I am not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do. I am not a doctor. I am not medically trained. I cannot tell you what to do. But I can say this to you. Anything you are being prescribed when it comes to medication, get a second opinion. Yeah, you're right, they use you as guinea pigs. Get a second opinion. I can also tell you, the doctor sounds like Elvis Doc. Yeah, Dr. Nick. Yeah, Sean. I can also tell you that many of the things the doctor says to you are wrong, are incorrect. Fatty meat is fine, eggs are fine, red meat is great. There is nothing wrong with salt, as long as you don't have too much. And many of these pills that they're force feeding you are doing harm, are doing damage, including antidepressants. Many of these antidepressants are addictive with serious side effects. So my advice to you is before you take any medications, get a second opinion. You are allowed to disagree with your doctor. You are the boss. You are in charge of your body. You will heal yourself. Always get a second opinion. Now, I didn't listen to my doctors. I didn't listen to them. I fixed myself. I did my research. I went onto YouTube. I found all the doctors that were recommending the carnivore diet, the keto diet, and I healed myself. I took myself off medication. I disagreed with the doctors, just like Dr. Ken Berry says. They don't know what they're talking about. They're incorrectly trained. Come on. A lot of these doctors have been trained to recommend the pyramid food diet. If you look at the pyramid, the recommended food guidelines around the world, they're all very similar. They recommend carbs, bread, pasta. They tell you to not eat too much meat and eggs and butter. They allow vegetables that are very starchy, very high in oxalates. Look up the word oxalates, guys. Oxalates are bad for you and they are in vegetables. We're encouraged to drink things like orange juice, which is full of sugar. We're encouraged to eat lots of fruit, which is very fattening, which causes a lot of fatty liver. A lot of fruit will make you fat and unwell. Fruit is not good for you guys. It's full of sugar, glucose, and sucrose. When you eat a grape, you may as well be eating a spoonful of sugar. So be careful, guys. Use your common sense. Now, I am a massive success rate. I know that it works because I completely fixed my health. I've just done now remember, I'm 57 years old, yeah? 57 years old. I've just done a mile and a half run, and we've just walked together 3 miles. You and me, right now, we've just walked 3 miles, and I'm walking very fast. Okay, do I look like I'm out of breath? Am I out of breath because I've just run a mile and a half and just walked 3 miles with you guys? Not at all. The recommended food pyramid is bullshit. Most of the foods that we are told are good for us are not good for us. Bread is not good for us. Wheat is not good for us. Grain is not good for us. Vegetable oils are poison. Margarine is poison. Meat is good for you. Eggs are good for you. Salt, if you don't have too much, is good for you. So there we are, look, when we talk about anxiety and depression, when you eat the wrong foods, bread and sugar is very poisonous. Sean, bread and sugar, very poisonous. Bread, sugar, pasta, chocolates, donuts, cakes, processed food, ultra processed foods, pizzas, potatoes, anything starchy is poisonous, guys. It's making you unwell. I'm proof of it, guys. I'm proof. I've had my doctor's letter that says I'm good. I've had my phone call from the doctor that says I'm more healthy now at 57 than I was when I was 25. I have more energy now at 57 than I did when I was 20. I feel 20. I am an experiment. It succeeded. There's many of you here that have been experiments. You succeeded. Carolyn, how many of you here now, watching me now, have seen benefits of the carnivore diet or the keto diet? Right now, please tell me. How many of you right here, right now, have seen success? Yeah, you can, Pat, you can. Come on, how many of you have been helped by stopping sugar, stopping bread, stopping pasta, stopping fizzy drinks? Yeah, see, look, Angie, energy and mood. Energy shooting up, much better mood, low anxiety, sleeping better, not feeling hungry all the time. Remember, when you're addicted to carbs and sugar, you are constantly hungry. There we are, Tony, 100%. Remember, we all used to be sugar addicts. Look, Pat, helping her a lot. We all used to be sugar addicts, all of us. Remember, when I say sugar, I mean bread and pasta and rice and potato, fizzy drinks, pizzas. I mean all of that. And now we're not. And now we're not. Now we're eating the correct way. Hi, guys. There's my family. I can see you on camera. Look, they're running away from the weird guy with the phone on his stick. Right, all right, this is my wife. Say hello, Laura. Say hi, Team Elvis.
Hi, Team Elvis. Cleaning out the loft.
They're cleaning out the loft. That's my wife. I know my wife looks 20. Look at her. They're clearing out the loft. Yeah, they're all dusty. By the way, my wife's called Aurora. She was named after her best friend. Her mum's best friend. They're clearing out all the junk. Look at my car. Look at my beautiful camper van, guys. Look at that. Sean, do you like it? Sean, you like my 1967 split screen? What do you reckon, mate? Let me see. I'll open the boot up, show you the inside. Woo! I'm so proud of it. I always show it off. Oops. I always show it off to Team Elvis. Let me show you guys. Look at that. Look how cool that is. Absolutely love it. My 1967 camper van. The main car that I drive is this one. This black van, which is a Volkswagen T5.1. This is for the kids, yeah? This is my little run around when we go on long trips. Yeah, I love it. Let me put the dogs inside. So this is my house, guys. Let me just show you. So I've got a lovely house. So it starts the stone part and it's 3 stories high. We've got 3 levels, so it's quite a big house. The windows need painting. The windows are all falling apart. So I do car restorations here and round the side there. So round the side here, let me just show you. In through here is where I do my car restorations. Let me put the dogs in. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you guys. Da, da, da. Hang on. Let me get the dogs in. Come on then. Let me just get the dogs in. 1 second, guys. Right, go on then. In you go. In you go. Right, go on then. In you go. So I'll just let them in. I'll show you. Good dogs. Right. Okay, guys. I'm going to show you. So just a slightly different topic, guys. I've been restoring cars for about 30 years, and I have an area here. It's all a bit of a mess. This is where I restore my cars. See that lean-to roof? It's a bit knackered. So I've restored many cars here, a lot of Volkswagen Beetles and Volkswagen camper vans. And this is normally where I restore my cars. See this area here? This is where I restore my cars, yeah? I've put, to keep my wife happy, I've put the weights here. So I weight lift every other day. Yeah? So I've got this, and I've got the multi-gym there. So this is how but this is where I keep a lot of my tools. So if I buy a restoration project, it normally takes about 6 months to do. I can do welding, I can build engines, I can do electrics, I can do body work. It normally takes about 6 months to restore a classic car. Usually it's a Volkswagen, either a Beetle or a camper van, yeah? And the car, it will live here. So if I buy a classic car, I'll move the weights, the car will sit here, it's got a roof, so it stays dry, and then at the moment we're keeping the kids' bikes there. Right, so let me just show you how messy my garden is. So my garden, guys, my garden is a mess. And let me just, now the garden in the winter is a complete mess. Let me just show this. The garden in the winter is very messy because the wind, the weather in England is terrible. So this, let me just show you my garden, right? So there we are. This is the garden. It's a cute little garden. It's not big. Look, I've got, look at the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree's over there. We're going to chop that up. But this is the garden. It's not big. It's a bit muddy. We've got a giant trampoline. It all needs tidying up. What will happen is, when it gets drier and warmer, we will tidy it all up. We'll cut the trees back a little bit. Now let me just show you the house. I want to try and not stand in poo. So this is the house from the back. It's a lovely house. Really nice 3-story house. We're in a housing area, so there's houses either side of me. And we've got that tree there behind me is a walnut tree. So my bedroom is, where are we? So my bedroom is see where the sun is shining? That's my bedroom. And then 2 of my kids live up in the loft, but the loft is enormous. It's very, very big, which is what they're clearing out at the moment. Yeah, the garden needs sorting out, guys. It's a mess. The garden is a complete mess. So we obviously, during COVID, we spent a lot of time here in the garden. You know, when we all had COVID. Yeah? So that just gives you a little idea. Da, da, da. What's up? Who's getting the kids? Me? All right, I'm going to go and get the kids from school now. That was a little look around. The garden needs sorting. So if when you're down my neck of the woods, guys, you can come and sort the garden out for me. Anyway, I've got to go. Thanks for the chat. Really enjoyed it, everyone. Thanks for joining me. We've had nearly 20 of you on here today. Thank you. And I'll be back later. We're going to read Anita Wood's book. We're going to read Anita Wood's book on Elvis Presley fan on keto. And then, yeah. No.